Hi guys, I'm coming to you back with this video that I wanted to finish with y'all with the stampers. And when I did these stampers, I used Cheeky Jumbo Plate number 9 Wild at Heart, and I used this design right here. So I'm going to go ahead and start with showing you how I'm going to polish my nails with gel polish. And the color that I'm using, well, the colors that I've choose to use are these by Premium Nails E-Light Gel Polish, and this color here, it's Marvelous Mango. I'm going to use Brilliant Topaz. It's a glitter polish. And Jackpot is also a glitter polish. And I'm also going to paint these decals after I finish my polish, and then I'll show you how I do that. When you have gels on there, you don't have to apply the base coat. This is a 3-step system, but the base coat and the top coat is in one. So it's a dual top coat and a base. It's a dual coat, so it's in 2. First application, very thin. Cure this for 2 minutes in a UV lamp, and you also can use an LED lamp with these polishes. Get that out in front of the lamp. Now I'm going to do the other hand. 2 coats of this. Okay, now I'm going to cure this, and I'll be right back after I finish the second coat too. Hi guys, I'm done with gel polishing all 10 nails, and this is how it looks. Now I'm going to go ahead and start filling in my color on the stampers that I made previous on another video. I'm not sure if I'm going to use all of them, but I'll see how it goes. But going to be using acrylic paints by Folk Art. So I'm going to start with one of the stampers, and what I'm going to do is outline the white lines around the shape. And I'm going to start with this turquoise. And what I use is just water to thin it out. And I'm just going to take some random shapes where I want to color it in. And I probably do a couple more. Okay, now I'm going to take another color. Red. And do the same thing. I did these stamps probably about, I'll say 3 days ago. And I just stored them away in like a little dish container. And I got this detail brush from Alpha. And once it dries, if you feel that the color is not showing enough, you just go over it again. Gonna pick some more spots in red. Now I'm gonna use yellow. Oops, put too much. Go back into my red again. Now I'm gonna do some confetti. And what I'm just gonna just dab in some of the lines. And it really don't have to be perfect. I just want some kind of glitter in some spots. And some of the white spots. And that's how I'm going to do all of them. And I'll be right back after I finish all of them. And then we go to the next step. And what I do with this is just let it dry in my UV light, which has a fan on it. And I did show that to you in the previous video on how to make these. Be right back. Okay, guys. I done filled in my rest of my stampers. I've put I dried them. I put the top coat on them, then dried them, I'm sorry. And then they're dry. And I did my less dominant hand right here. And this is how it came out. And now I'm going to do this hand and show y'all how I did this, okay? Okay, first off, I put the glue foil that you use for the foils. And I put it on like so. Coat the whole nail where I want the decal to stick. I know many say you don't really have to put this on here, but I think that it does good with it. And then I let that dry. And once I let this dry, You know the glue is dry when it becomes a clear finish. Okay, it's clear, it's no longer cloudy. Put my decal in the stamper like this. Then I line it up where I want it. And I press down. I let my finger press down where I want it. And it lifts up. I know a lot of people take the tweezers and take it off, but I prefer to go ahead and get on there now. Either way, it doesn't matter. And I'm going to show you how I cut it off like this to the shape of my nail. Okay, take this one off. I did an extra one, so if I do mess up one, I'll have backup. Okay, line it up where you want it. Make sure that the whole nail is covered. And I let my finger do the work. And I pick it up. Could have, should have went back a little bit so I can cover the tip of my nail, because I really like my tip covered and goes underneath. But that's okay. Okay, now the next step, what I do to clean this up, I use this which is a acrylic loosener. It loosens up the acrylic, but I don't like using this, but I will use it for this. And what I do, I cut it out to the shape of my nail. And that's why I make sure that it's flattened enough so I can see the print around my echinippium. And where I see the line where my echinippium start, smash down, make my imprint. And I cut where my imprint is. This is not sharp at all. I can barely feel it on my nail. Kind of hard to do it on here, but y'all get the idea, right? And you get a clean cut. Try it again. Make sure it's smooth on the nail before you cut, so you can get that imprint. And cut. Just take a little patience and effort, and it'll get done. And that peels up just real good because it's really, really flat right here. This one is coming right along. Finish it off. And what I like to do when I'm finished doing this, cut the edges off a little bit. And I like to blend my tip in with acetone to the back of my nail, so it covers my edges. But like this, I'm gonna have to just deal with it because it didn't go all the way to the end. And if all fails, you can just get you some pair of scissors and cut it off. If the ends don't fare well with you. Okay, I take my cleanup brush. And I seal it in around my edges. Make sure I don't have any rough spots, which you don't want the acetone to be too wet. And what I do, I just back it up and seal it in to the back of my nail, which helps it to dissolve evenly. And also, if you have any, like some crinkling in your decal, you can just take your brush with a little acetone. Make sure you dab it out and it's not too watery. And you can just blend in your spots to make it smooth out. And you just pat the ends to seal it in. And you're done. It's clean. You don't have to worry about all the polish around your hands if you cut it out. And what I'm going to use is this UV gel top coat. It does not leave a tacky layer. And this is by Premium Nails. It's a really good product. No tacky layer, and it's a UV. You need a UV light, not a LED. It will not cure an LED. And it leaves, like I said, no tacky layer. And it is a nice shine. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this one. My rhinestones, I'm going to use this right here. I'm going to use the diamond. And these are matte finish. I usually put my rhinestones on with UV gel, but I'm not going to do it today. I'm going to go ahead, just put a little clear on it, and then top coat it with that UV gel. And that's the finished look of that. And I'm going to top coat it, like I said, with this. Put it in my UV lamp. Let it cure for 2 minutes. And I will show you the final results. And all you need is a little thin coat. Make sure you cap the ends. You can also use this on regular polish, but make sure your regular polish is very dry. And normally what I use to dry my regular polish is a fan on my UV light and the UV light for about 4 minutes or longer to make sure that the polish is dry all the way. Make sure that you cover the whole nail with this, guys. Make sure it's very smooth. Since this is gel top coat, you have to make sure it's really thin and leveled. I try not to get this on my rhinestones. I try to go as close as I can just to seal in the sides. But if you want to hold them a little better, you can use soak-off gels in the little pots or hard gel. And you can cover those and clean those off with the tacky layer and they'll shine just fine. Because I want to keep the shine of the rhinestones and the matte. Make sure you seal your edges so that your manicure will last longer. And that's it. I put in the UV light for 2 minutes and I'll show y'all some pictures in a little bit. Okay, they're finished. And you see there's no tacky layer there. And what I like to do after I finish every manicure, you know, moisten up those cuticles. And I'm just using this brand here, massage oil, lavender. A little go a long way. You know, guys, I started off organized. And once you get started with this nail art, the desk becomes a hot mess. I gotta clean up this mess now. Thank you guys for tuning in. I like the way my nails came out. And here they go. I hope you like them. Thumbs up, subscribe. If you'd like to see more of my videos, click my name in the upper right by my picture. And y'all have a smiley evening. Bye.